For the research and solve part 1, I do think that the cylinder one, the middle one's pretty much easy to understand, so ask me questions if you don't understand it. But for the one where you're going to pick a sphere, you're going to pick a tennis ball, golf ball, baseball, ping pong ball, bowling ball, or softball. Go find the actual size of one. Find the diameter or the radius, it doesn't matter. Remember that for surface area and volume, which you are going to have to calculate, you are going to have to know the radius. So if you find the diameter, make sure you take that into account when you are calculating the surface area and volume. And then you are going to have to figure out how many of them you can ship in a 3-foot by 4-foot by 5-foot box. The balls are going to be shipped fully inflated. So one of the things to consider is that if you are filling up a box, you want to imagine looking at how many would I be able to put in the bottom of this box. So I know what the diameter of each one of these balls is. So can I get 2 across, or can I get 3 across, or can I get 10 across? So you want to count how many you can get across, and there you will have leftover space. That's the wasted space calculation. And then once you know how many you can put in each layer, it's a matter of deciding how many layers can you get in that box, knowing its height. You are going to calculate the amount of wasted space in there and sketch a picture. Indicate here's what you're supposed to upload: a picture of you with your work for the task, so I know that it's actually yours, and the calculations as explained. For number 2, the swimming pools, you will have a cylindrical pool and a rectangular prism pool. You need to clip pictures of each one of them. You're also going to give me the website you went to, include the URLs of the website. You're going to calculate the surface area and the volume of each one, remembering that for surface area, pools don't have tops, so they would only have one base, which would be the bottom. The top base is missing because it's open. And then you're going to figure out which one's more cost effective as described in this set of questions. Which one holds more water? If 1 cubic foot of water is equivalent to 7.48 gallons, how many gallons will it hold? And which pool is more cost effective, or which one's cheaper by the gallon? If you choose the Toblerone bar one, it's similar to the ball one, except that there are more questions, it is worth more points, and you can fit a lot more Toblerone bars in a box than you can balls, because there's a lot less wasted space, so you have to imagine packing it better. So you do have several questions to answer. How much space is wasted? How many calories are there in the shipping box? So you're going to have to look at the number of calories on your nutrition information. If a person needs 1,200 calories per day and they're going to survive on a Toblerone chocolate bars alone, how many days will 1 shipping box full of Toblerone bars last? Show all your calculations. So going back to the sketch, once again, you would want to figure out how many of those chocolate bars can I get on the bottom layer. But remember that because of the shape of these chocolate bars, you could actually lay them in alternating directions so that you could get more chocolate bars in the box. So you would have to figure out, well, how many chocolate bars can I get going in this direction? You would have to know the length, and then how many different rows would I be able to get? Now, if there's space left over right here, you can fill that space by putting the bars in vertically. So you can put bars in vertically so they would be standing up. You can figure that out later after you figure out how many you get in each layer. And then if you have space left at the back, you could lay bars in the opposite orientation So you could lay them lengthwise to get more chocolate bars in there. So you want to pack this box as full as you can, okay? So imagine layer, if you have space at the ends, imagine some going in vertically as well, if you have enough space left over at the end. Okay, so that, I think, is it for this task. Have fun.